Hi, subscribe to my channel Shobha Rana for more.
Ran, you're talking about bio-individuality, and earlier we were talking about preventive healthcare. So when we talk about preventive healthcare, bio-individuality and understanding of who you are, body-wise, nutrition-wise, is extremely important. So give me a few tips here. How does one understand their own bio-individuality, and if there are any tests that you would like to recommend to people, or is there any paths that you'd like to chart out, a simple path where people can get closer to understanding their own bio-individuality?
So bioindividuality from the sleep behavior, the exercise behavior, and the diet behavior. I'll quickly give it to you. Sleep behavior, figure out if you're a morning owl or a late night, but get 7 hours of sleep no matter what time you go to sleep. That's the first bioindividuality. Figure out which part of the day suits you, morning or night. In the exercise, some people are marathon runners, some people are sprinters. Some people can lift heavy, some people can lift light but go long. In terms of a 5 kg dumbbell, and you can do 300 repetitions, but somebody can lift 300 kgs and do only 5 repetitions. Figure out your bioindividuality in exercise. Third, in diet, no food is always healing for everyone. For example, when I wanted to put on weight in college, everyone said drink 5 liters of milk, but that caused all my adult acne. And only when I did a food allergy test and the genetic test did I discover I'm not supposed to eat dairy, which is cow milk, and the only milk on the planet I can actually have is camel milk. So bioindividuality can be tested from what we call as a food intolerance blood test. Bioindividuality without any of this natak and gyan of Ryan Fernando can be done in a simple way. Eat one type of food for 3 days. As soon as you eat the food, ask your mouth how it feels. Is there any tingling? Is there any dryness? Some of this, all this kujli wala sensation happens in your throat. Then you feel a little bit acidic after eating it in 15-20 minutes. 3 hours later, is your stomach hurting? These are clear signs this food has given you a thappad. But if it goes through you very nice in 4 to 5 hours, and next day, आपका potty brilliant hai, then the bioindividuality of the food is very good. But next day you have gas, you have smelly potty, you have explosive bowel movement, then something is wrong in the food you've eaten. So this is a non-clinical diagnostic way of even just discovering your own bio-individuality. In fact, all our parents and our grandparents have figured out their bio-individuality. Have you ever gone for a party and the old person says, I will not eat this food, I will eat only this food,
Exactly.
because years of trial and error, they've figured out their bioindividuality. So this is the greatest way to find out your own bioindividuality is keep small notes. What agrees with me? What doesn't agree with me? Or if you have a little bit of money, don't spend that on the next new phone that you're going to buy. Put some of it into a food intolerance test. Like I use celery juice to detox. But in this year's food allergy test, I had so much of celery last year, which I'm not supposed to do. And now my food allergy says celery is not good for you. So seasonality also works because of global year-round availability of eating potatoes or rice, or like me taking celery. 1 year I had orange juice throughout the year. I got allergic to orange juice. 1 year I ate mangoes throughout the whole year. I got allergic to mangoes. So I've begun to understand rotational and seasonality works well in bioindividuality also.
Right. Ran, you were talking about our parents, how they understood their body through trial and error. I think it needs acute observation. And the reason our parents did this acute observation of what they're ingesting and how it is making them feel is also because they didn't want to depend on medication. So, like, I don't want to take a pill, so let me observe what I'm eating and what's not suiting my body. Now, the problem with our generation is that I'm not saying that we are friendly to pills, but we are not acutely observant of what we are putting in our body, and in a way we are. Let's say you go to a party and you have a hangover or you have acidic reaction in your body, you have acid reflux. Next day you pop a pill and you're sorted. You have a severe headache from, let's say, loud music or talking continuously for long hours. Next day you pop a pill and you're all right. So I think that is also one important factor one must consider to understand their bio-individuality.
Absolutely. And Shobha, if I can add one more point, our grandparents and parents didn't have that much of distraction. Like my father said, we didn't have TV. You had Doordarshan, and your child has 42 cartoon channels. And we have Netflix CEO saying we are on a battle with sleep. The time available to introspect, the time available to think about yourself and your family is now being robbed by the distractions to everything else. So, from that perspective, it really goes to saying that the new generation will be educated by the external stimulus of the internet rather than going inwardly the ancient Indian way and meditating or praying and figuring out what works for you or what doesn't work for you.